Hello, future Air Warriors, and welcome back to SISB Crack Exams. Air Force Common Admission Test is one of the crucial examinations written by the defense aspirants all over the country, qualifying in AFCAT and also in the subsequent SSB interviews. And Medical Board, with ample amount of marks, will land you as a part of the Indian Air Force either as a short service commissioned officer or as a permanent commissioned officer. AFCAT is strategically designed to test the candidate's efficiency, which include 100 questions for around 300 marks. So in this particular session, I will be discussing with you about how to prepare for this particular examination. I'm Hemant and I welcome you back for another interesting session of the study plans that are being provided by the SSB Crack Exams. SSB Crack Exams is always the most sought after Android application by millions of students and defense aspirants across India who are dreaming to join the armed forces of our country. We provide you unique lecture content, hundreds of study material, thousands of sample practice questions, exercises, quizzes, and our mock tests are made specially keeping in view of the latest exam patterns. So do download the app and subscribe to your favorite course. Also, please do follow us on all social media platforms to keep yourself updated with the important Indian and international inputs. Here, I would like to remind you that in this particular session, I will be discussing with you about the proper study plan to prepare for the AFCAT exam. Today, SSB Crack Exams is revealing its secret on how to approach the examination, on how we tend to completely guide our own personal candidates, and then what topics must be focused upon and by how much time we need to focus on each and every particular subject. I'm sure that most of you have your own study plans and have already started its preparation, but I provide you this particular study plan so that it will be a crucial guiding document and a proper torchbearer for you to crack this particular examination. So before beginning, I would like to remind you about the examination pattern, that this particular examination has around 100 questions. Among these 100 questions, only 25 questions are those that are related to the general knowledge section. Understanding? So SSB Crack Exams has already provided you on how to prepare for the reasoning and also the various other parts, other sections of the examination, which include English and also the numerical ability. All of those study plans are already live. So this particular session is regarding on how for you to prepare for these remaining 25 questions out of these 100 questions, which will be very crucial for you to score around 75 marks. Okay, as you are already aware that this particular examination has around 100 questions and the total examination is around 300 marks. So it is very clear that each question carries around 3 marks, and for every wrong answer you will be deducted 1 mark. Understanding? So you will be deducted 1 mark for every incorrect answer. So make sure that whichever question that you are completely attempting in the examination, it is you are very sure about that particular answer and then you are attempting it, because a wrong answer will lead you in decreasing of the marks. Okay, so it is very important for you to have a good percentage so that after you qualify SSB also, and if you qualify the medical, you will have proper amount of marks so that you land in the merit list. Okay, so here I would like to discuss with you about the components of the AFCAT general knowledge syllabus. Here the GK syllabus of AFCAT is very simple. Most of the candidates can easily write the examination if in case they are very clear with the static general knowledge related topics and the topics which are very basic content regarding the humanities. And I've divided the topics, the complete portion of the general knowledge syllabus, into 2 parts. One is completely the static GK related topics and the another part is related towards the humanities. Understanding? So in the first part, what all things you will be discussing about, what all things you have to focus upon your preparation for these 25 questions is, here you will have to focus upon the topics where you will have to have a complete knowledge about the Indian armed forces, which include the Indian Army, Navy, Air Force, paramilitary and various other important organizations. Then coming under the Indian panorama, I will discuss with you about what all things are there under the Indian panorama, and then there are also the world panorama. Under the Indian panorama, you will be discussing about the national days, the national important acts and other important ones that are being passed upon. And then the world panorama, you will be discussing about the international days, the UNO's achievement and various other details regarding that. You will be also learning about the awards and the honors, which include various awards that are related towards the science and technology, which can be related towards movies, books, authors, whichever they might be. And then in the next part, we will be going through about the writings of the influence, which include the authors and the books and the complete details regarding the newspapers and the news agencies. And in the final part, we will be discussing about the sports and games, wherein which we are very clear that number of questions are being asked from the sports related topics, which include they are from the Asian Games, the Commonwealth Games, and all of these are considered to be a very crucial part. So all of these areas are considered to be the static GK, static general knowledge related areas, and these are very crucial. And around among these 25 questions, 15 questions are coming out of these static GK related topics. So it is very important that you need to remember all of these, okay, that you have to go through these static GK related topics. So these are very too many number of topics are there in this. So I will be helping you about how to go through all of these topics in a proper way. And coming towards the humanities side, there are only 4 topics we will be discussing about, which include geography, history, Indian polity, and current affairs. Now people will be asking me, sir, where is physics, chemistry, and biology? So I would like to remind you that the topics from physics are completely null. Very rarely they come, because the topics from physics, if you want to ask about electricity, then the electricity related questions will be coming in the EKT paper of the electronics side. Understanding? So if you want to ask in a very detailed way about the physics, mechanics related questions, those will be coming up in the EKT paper of the mechanical. And various other topics are also there. So physics questions are mostly related towards the EKT paper. So those who are engineering candidates and who are eligible to write the EKT, for them I would like to request you that please go through the physics section also. But biology, it is very rarely we expect to see one particular biology question. It is very rare that sometimes the question might be asked about what is a disease, and is the disease caused by a bacteria, and what sort of bacteria, what sort of virus. So those sort of questions will be asked. So those are very easy related questions, and they can be kept under the current affairs topics. Okay, so current affairs is also that particular one that we need to remember. So those also you will be remembering. Okay, so the most part in the humanities side, we will be discussing about how to cover up the topics that are related towards the geography, which include the physical features of our country, the latitude, longitude, the important areas, geographical areas, and the natural vegetations all around the world, and the complete industrialization zones, the famous cities, all of those will be coming under geography. Coming to the history part, we will be discussing about those important Indian national history movements and all. And in the polity, we will be discussing about the important articles and the schedules of the Constitution of India. And then we will be discussing about the current affairs. So all of these are very crucial points that we need to remember. So static GK and current affairs are clubbed into one particular part, and the remaining 3 are clubbed into another part. So going through in a very detailed way about the previous year's analysis. Why I'm giving you a previous year's analysis? Because if you understand the previous year's analysis, only then you will be able to understand about how much to focus on each and every particular topic. Okay, so this is regarding the static GK and current affairs related topics. And the questions that are related towards the static GK and current affairs, and the number of questions are given here in a very proper way. Okay, so if you go through that, the number of questions were only around 7 to 11 in the up to the year of 2014. But from the year of 2015, the number has gradually rose, and it is from 15, 13, 18. And you can see how the number of questions are being increasing. See, from around 25 questions, 15 questions are coming from strategic and current affairs. You can understand how important these particular topics are. So it is very crucial that you spend most of the time, if you're preparing for the AFCAT, please spend it on the strategic related topics. And if you have to go through the expected number of questions and the mark division in the upcoming AFCAT examination, it would be around 10 to 15 questions, and preparing for that, you will be able to score around 30 to 45 marks in the coming up examination, around of the 75 marks. And I would like to remind you that it is not just the general knowledge paper. You need to also score well in the numerical ability, or you need to also score well in the reasoning and the military aptitude, and also you need to score in the English also. A combined culmination of all the other topics, only then you will be able to score around 200 plus in out of the 300. That is what is the goal that I want to propose to you. Understanding? So these are the important topics. Now we understood that the strategic related topics are there. So now we will understand on how to approach for these particular topics. Okay. So here I would like to explain with you about the day-wise study plan for the static GK and current affairs related topics. Now that you understood about the importance of these static GK related questions in the previous years, you will have to understand about dividing your timeline in preparing for this particular topic. So in the first day, you will be learning about the rank structure in all the 3 services. When I'm telling you about remembering, I am also reminding you about to note down all of those that you study in an important separate book. So always maintain a separate notes and note down in that separate notes and try to remember all the three service ranks. Most importantly, try to remember the equivalent ranks, like how is the like lieutenant commandant in Indian Army, what is he known in case of the Indian Navy and in case of the Indian Air Force. So in that particular way, you need to remember about all the important details regarding the rank structure of the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. And in the next day, you will learn about the commands of the Indian Navy and the service chiefs that are working the each and every particular flag officer commanding in chief and the serving commanders and whoever people are there regarding the commands and the various other important Indian naval air establishments, Indian naval hospitals that are there. So all of those you will be trying to recollect in the second day. On a third day, we'll be learning about the commands of the Indian Navy. Fourth day is about the commands of the Indian Air Force. You will have to dedicate a separate 3 days of time to completely learn and know about the military institutions and establishments and about where are they located, when were they established, and at what particular situations are there. If in case, I personally recommend you to please take a outline map of the India and then mark each and every particular institution's location on that particular map so that you will be able to understand and remember where are those locations. And in the next 2 days, you will be learning about the various types of aircrafts that are there by the Indian Air Force, which include the transport aircrafts, the fighter aircrafts, and also the low combat aircraft. And you can also learn about the helicopters and various other air defense organizations that are there under the Indian Air Force. Remaining next 2 days, you will be learning about the various military deals, the exercises and the procurements that are being done by the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. A complete separate exercises of around 7 important videos are already being made by SSB Crack Exams regarding the military exercises of Army, Navy and Air Force, and the complete detailed study material will also be live very soon. So you can also go through that, which will be very helpful in making yourself updated about these content. Going through with the next 2 days, you will be learning about the various regiments of the Indian Army. So the regiments of Indian Army complete session, the lecture session has been made live in YouTube. It is a very hit and it is considered to be one of the most important lectures from our side. So you can even go through that particular lecture. And on day 14, you will be learning about the famous squadrons of the Indian Air Force, which might include the flying daggers, the fighting bullets, whichever particular squadron is there, the specialized squadrons wherein which the aircrafts or whichever special personnel they have did their specific deeds at that particular places. And in the next 2 days, on days 15 and 16, you will be learning about the Indian naval warships, which include INS Vikramaditya, various other classes of destroyers, frigates, corvettes that are there in the Indian Navy. So that particular detail you will be learning in the days of 15 and 16. Coming up in the next day, on day of 17, you will be learning about the national symbols of India. From here, you will be entering the Indian panorama details. So all of these are those important ones that you need to remember under the Indian panorama of the static GK. So previously in the first particular section, we will be learning about knowing our armed forces. The moment you learn about the armed forces, you will come back here and then you will be start learning about the Indian panorama. Okay. So in the Indian panorama, the national symbols of India, when were they actually declared as the national symbol, and when was the national flag, the national anthem, and the national song has been adopted into the Constitution of India or by the people of this particular country. And then the next study you will be learning about the superlatives of India, the largest, smallest, biggest, highest, deepest, farthest, whichever one you need to remember. So all of those will be considering under the superlatives of India. Okay, so you spend the next day learning about the superlatives of India. Then in the next 2 days, on 19 and 20, you will be learning about the space journey of India. And as of now, what is all going on, what is Gaganyaan, Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan, Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, all of those details you will be learning in the Indian space journey related topics in the next 2 days. The next 2 days, which include days of 21 and 22, here you will be learning about the important art forms and culture. Here I simply do not mean simple art forms and culture. There are very unique art forms and culture which are very crucial. They are only performed at only some particular strategic places. So learn whichever are those art forms and cultures. Some important special dances, special music, special kind of cultures that are there, special festivals that are celebrated in various parts of the country. Try to remember all of them. Okay, so those 2 days we will be dedicating about researching about those important things. Going through learning in the days of 23 and 24. In the next 2 days you will be learning about the national institutions, which include the famous important institutions like which might include ICRISAT, or the various important organizations like the important health related organizations, or the CCMB, the Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, or the Food and Agricultural Institute of India, or FICCI. So all of these are considered to be the national bodies that are autonomously working, and they give their complete directions and details towards their respective ministries. So those will be coming under the national institutions. So the next 2 days you will be spending researching your time in learning about these national institutions. So how to remember all of these, sir? You're telling too many number of things. So simple thing, try to remember only those that are very, very crucial and you think that are important, and always maintain a pen and a book and write whichever particular thing you think you, or even if you have 0.01% doubt that this particular thing you might forget, please write it down, because if you write it down then it will be easy to remember. Okay, and in the next 2 days you will be learning about the national days of recognition, which include the important, like the national day of unity, so the national day of youth, or the national day of newspapers, whichever particular one if you want to remember. So the national press day, or the national independence day, or the republic day. So these will be coming under the national days. Okay, so the next 2 days you will be learning about that, and in the last 2 days in this particular learning of Indian panorama, you will be learning about the important personalities. Here I am not mentioning to you about the freedom fighters or various other ones. When I am talking to you about the important personalities, I am talking to you about who's who in our country. Okay, so important personalities means the various ministers of our country, the union ministers, the cabinet ministers, and the ministers of state, what all things are happening, and who did what particular thing, and what was launched at what particular time. So all of those will be coming under the important personalities. Okay, so with this, the Indian panorama part will be completed in 28 days. Going through now with the next part that you need to remember regarding the device study plan of the strategic is now regarding the world panorama. Please dedicate yourself as much time as possible in learning, memorizing completely about all the countries, their capitals, their currencies and languages. It is very, very crucial, because without at least even one question from this particular topic, there is no FCAT question paper. It is compulsory that every time that they will ask the capital of a country or the currency of a country, it is every time they will ask. So please spend around 4 days very, very dedicatedly. Okay, so 1 hour if you spend each day also, it will be very, very enough for you. So learn about all the important countries, their capitals, their currencies and languages, especially those countries that have done some sort of deals or some sort of agreements with our country. Those are very, very important for us. Understanding? So the next 2 days, spend time in learning the superlatives of the world, the biggest, largest, highest, longest, smallest, whichever thing you need to understand. So those will be coming under the superlatives of the world. And then you will be spending around 1 day, on day of 35, you will be learning about the international boundaries. Okay, so what is McMahon line, what is Ratcliffe line, and what is the parallel 34, parallel 44. So all of these are known as the international boundaries. So those international boundaries you will be remembering in the day of 35. The next 2 days, you will be remembering about important cities, the strategic locations. What are these important cities? So these cities might be those cities wherein which they are very famous. Like for example, we have like Kanchi is a famous city, is a religious city, but it also produces saris. So New Delhi is the capital city of our country, but it is also special in some sort of thing. And there are even special areas in United States of America like Massachusetts, which is famous for engineering colleges. So every particular city in this world has its own speciality. Let it be geographically or economically, or let it be any sort of ecologically. So it has its own specialities and it has its own features. So those will be coming under the important cities and where are they strategically located. Understanding? So that details you will be learning in the days of 36 and 37, and the next 2 days you will be learning about the international days. Okay, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, International Day for the Remembrance of the Holocaust, or whichever kind of international days are there which are recognized by the United Nations organization or by the famous international organizations. So those will be learning in the next 2 days. Remember, international days is a very, very important topic. Countries, currencies, capitals and languages is also a very, very important topic. and also important cities is also a very important topic. Okay, so going through the next 2 days, you will be spending time in learning about the world space and defense programs, because recently that United States of America has launched around 4 astronauts towards in the space, and they have come back also. So that is also a very crucial point. So questions related to that also might be asked. So you need to focus and remember related to that also. And the next 3 days, on days of 42, 43, and 44, you will be learning about the international organizations and the headquarters. Okay, what are these international organizations? They might be UNO, WHO, ICAO, whichever kind of international organization is there. So related to those organizations, where are they located? What are they strategically useful for? Who is the current head of that particular international organization? You will be learning in the next 3 days. Okay, so this is also a very important, crucial point. And in the next 2 days, you will be learning about the important economic meetings. Very recently, what sort of bilateral meeting has been occurred between our country along with any other country, and what sort of economic deals are being signed with between other countries which are very famous. Understanding? So which are very famous, only catch them. Okay, so AFCAT is a very simple examination. You can crack it even if you have gone through the very recent updates. So please go through the recent updates and do not go everything in very detail, because nobody will ask you in very detail, and a very tough questions will not come in AFCAT. AFCAT will be very simple, straightforward. It will be asking the questions right straightforward onto your face. It is only the student's lack of preparation, or because of the lack of confidence, he might lose the marks. But if you have a very good and well prepared, and if you do have confidence, then nobody can stop you in scoring more than 200 plus in this examination. Okay, so going through now with the next important one that we need to remember is now. This is regarding the awards and the honors that I was trying to explain to you. So in the awards and honors, you will be learning about one day completely spend your time in learning about the Bharat Ratna, who has recently received the Bharat Ratna, and what are the details and which all are the famous personalities who received it. Then go through one full day in learning about the Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize include Nobel Prize for Physics, Nobel Prize for Chemistry, Nobel Peace Prize. So all of those categories also you need to undergo. So complete one full day dedication for this Nobel Prize, and then spend the next day in learning about the military gallantry awards, the Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, who have recently been awarded for their various valiant acts in the very recently conducted operations by Indian Army, Navy or Air Force. And the next day you will be learning about the movies related awards. And in the next day, you will be learning about the movies related awards. Let it be the Dada Saheb Phalke Award or various other awards. So those awards you will be learning here, and you will also learn about the awards that are related towards the books. Okay, so Man Booker Prize or the Fiction Prize, whichever kind of books related awards are there. So those sort of awards related things you will be learning. You will be spending your full time in learning about this particular one. Okay, so once you finish with learning about these awards and honors, you will now switch back to learning about the writings of the influence. Here you will be only spending your 2 days of time in learning and researching about important books and their historical authors. Okay, so one full day you will be learning about the important books that are written by Indians, and another full day you will be preparing about the important books written by the historical foreigners. Okay, so when I'm telling full day, I'm telling you about only spending time for around 1 hour per day. Understanding? So one full day means 1 hour. It's only 1 hour. If you spend only 1 hour, and if you dedicate that whole 1 hour without even distracting here and there, that is more than enough for your exam preparation. Understanding? So now in the day of 54, you will be learning about the famous news agencies. Okay, so the news agencies include the Hindu, Indian Express or Washington Post, all of these kind of famous newspaper agencies. You will be learning about those news agencies, where are their headquarters, and who is the current head or the chief editor of that particular one. Okay, so that will be the last day which will be learning about it. Once you finish learning about the writings of influence, now you will switch back completely fully focused about the sports and games. Sports and games is very important topic. Around 6 to 7 questions will be completely covered up from the 25 questions that are very crucial. It will be completely dedicated towards the sports and games related topics. Especially the questions will be asked from the sports like hockey, cricket and tennis. Okay, so remember that one full day on day 55 you will be learning about Olympics. Day 56 is for Asian Games. 57 is for Commonwealth Games. 58 is for the Grand Slam and various other, like it might also include the racing kind of trophies, whichever kind of other cups that are there, and you can even learn about the various other cups and trophies that are being awarded. So those also will be very important. And then spend yourself around 4 days in learning about various terms that are used in the various sports while playing. Understanding? So at each and every particular sport, that like they might be asking like dodge is a kind of term that is used in which particular form of sport? Is it used in basketball or football, or is it used in kind of soccer ball or whichever kind of thing? So those sort of questions will be asked every time in AFCAT. So those are the terms that are used in the sports. So you need to spend a little bit of time in learning about them. So that is why I gave you 4 hours, which include 4 days for your preparation and 1 full day for the notable persons of importance that are related towards the sports. Understanding famous sports persons only, you will be learning on day of 63. Day 64, research completely that are related towards the cricket, the terms that are there in the cricket, who is the famous cricketer, who has scored maximum number of runs in so and so XYZ kind of trophy. So those you will be learning in the day of 64. On day 65, you will be learning everything related to hockey, and on day 66, you will be learning everything related to tennis. Okay, so this is a very very crucial point, because if you are spending your time in doing all of this, and around 66 days up to this time, you will be having a huge amount of study material at our hands, and I'm telling you, no other book in the market will be as better as the notes that you prepared. If you're writing all the way up to this point, it will be very very helpful for your exam preparation. Understanding? So going through now with the next day, what you will do, you will daily, without wasting any time, daily you will go through the daily current affairs and the daily defense updates. Okay, so on daily basis you will be completely going through about all of these important issues, so that if you go through all of this, only then you will be able to understand about what kind of law is being going on all around the world, and you will be easily able to catch upon what sort of question might pop up in the coming up AFCAT examination. So with this, we have completely finished studying about the complete day-wise study plans for the static GK and current affairs. Now you people might be asking, sir, then what about history, what about geography, what about various other humanities related topics? So for them, I did not discuss with you about those important questions. No. So here it is. So about related to questions that are related to history, polity and geography. So these are completely humanities related questions. So these are very crucial questions, and this is a previous year's Q&A analysis we need to understand. So in the year of 2011 to 2014, the questions were very high from this section. But recently from the year of 2015 to 2020, this section has, the number of questions has been reduced in number. Why is it reduced in number? Because the questions of the static GK have increased in number. That is why the questions of this particular points will be decreased in number. Okay, so the number of questions from history will be around 3 to 4. The number of questions from polity will be 1 or 2. 1 is maximum. And the number of questions from geography will be 6 to 7. Okay, so combining all of them, when we club all of them, so the maximum number of questions have come up in the recent 2020 AFCAT 1 examination. It is 13 number of questions have come. So if you can say that the expected number of questions, you can say around 5 to 10 questions you can expect from this particular topics of history, polity and geography in the coming up AFCAT. So if you score well in this, you will be able to score around 15 to 30 marks in the whole of the 75 marks of the GK section of the AFCAT. And I'm reiterating again that scoring well only in the GK section is not enough. It is compulsory for you to score in all the other 3 sections, which include numerical ability and the reasoning and also English also. Understanding? So now, let us now start off with going through this. Now, I stopped up to day of 66 here. No, up to day 66, we have finished about learning the complete details regarding the static GK and current affairs things. Now, we will revert back to completely the topics of the humanities. From day of 67, you will be learning about the geography topics. Okay, on day 67, you will be learning about the basic physical features of our country, which include Himalayas, Gangetic plains, Peninsula Plateau, deserts, islands, etc. On day 68, you will be learning about the names and the information of all coastal plains, because coastal plains are very, very crucial. Not only in India, you will be learning the names of the coastal plains all around the world. Remember that. Now, in the next 2 days, from days of 69 and 69 and 70, you will be learning about all the rivers and the tributaries. Rivers that are related only towards India, and very rarely you can also learn about the rivers that are situated in the world. So if you are learning about the rivers that are located in the world, then you do not have to go through the tributaries. You just have to go through the river and where is it actually located. Okay. So if you are learning the rivers, also you need to learn about the base Okay, so Bay of Bengal, Bay of Buskar, there are different kinds of bays. You can even learn about the bays and what are sort of ocean currents are moving there. Okay, so that is why in the next 2 days you will be learning about the hydropower, thermal, nuclear projects that are there in India, and in the day of 73 and 74 you will be focusing completely about the ocean currents. A separate session has been already made live in the YouTube from SSB Crack Exams related towards the ocean currents. You can please go through that particular section. It was made in completely 3 sections and it was very detailed and very proper way. So you can go through that if you have to prepare for this particular one. Now, in day of 75, you will be listing out and completely noting down the biodiversity hotspots of our country. Day 76 is for the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Days 77 and 78 are for the major environmental and industrial summits and events that are being taken up, which include Montreal Protocol, Kyoto Protocol, etc. Okay, so all of these will be coming under the geography section. Now, with this, we will be finishing completely the geography part. Okay, so now we will now shift our focus towards the history section. Okay, so one full day to learn about the Indus Valley civilization, who discussed what, where is what is Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, various other important sites, and what are discovered at those sites. So one full day you will be spending in learning about Indus Valley civilization. One full day, like day of 81 full hour is for Vedic society, the various norms that are there under the Vedic society and what all sort of things are going on. Day 81 is for the Mauryan Empire, the Mauryas and various kings under the Mauryan Empire. Day 82 is for the Sangam literature, because very few people will be focusing on this topic, because every time a question might ask from the Sangam literature. So Sangam literature is very famous literature that is being rampant in the Tamil Nadu areas. So it is very crucial to remember that also. Day 83 is for the indigenous dynasties. 84 is for the Gupta period. 85 is for the completely learning about the Delhi Sultanate. Day 86 is for about the Vijayanagar Empire. Day 87 is about the Mughal Empire. Now you people might be asking, sir, all of these topics are very big topics. We need to spend 1 hour is not enough for all of these topics. Now I want to make one point clear to you, because if you are preparing for AFCAT, whenever a question from history, if it is coming up, then the question is not very deep related question. The question is very simple and up to the point. And it is very important that you understand that you do not have to go through in very detail, and you do not have to spend hours and hours in learning about some particular topic. Okay, so even if you have a gist of the topic also, it will be helpful for the examination point of view. Okay, so we finished up to day 87. Now on day 88 and 89 you will be learning about Anglo-Maratha wars. Day 90 is for the Anglo-Sikh wars. Day 91 is for the stages of the colonialism. Day 92 fully is about the 1857 revolt. Please spend special time related towards the 1857 revolt, because one question compulsorily comes from this topic every time. So 1857 revolt is very crucial topic. And on the day of 93 also moderates and extremists. This is also a very important topic. Day 94 is about the economic nationalism. Day 95 is about the home rule movement. 96 is for the Khilafat and non-cooperation movements. Day 97 is about the civil disobedience movement. So what all things, wherever I'm marking a star mark, those are considered to be extra special. Okay. So going through with the next one, on day of 98 is about the Quit India movement. Day 99 is about the Subhash Chandra Bose and the Indian National Army that he has raised. Day 100 is about the rise of the Muslim League. 101 is for the partition of India and independence. 102 is for the wars with Pakistan. A separate session has already been made by SSB Crack Exams related towards the wars in Pakistan. So you can even go through that particular section. On day of 103, you will be going through with the session about how India is helpful with the United Nations organization, and up to what level is UNO being helpful to our country. With this, you will be completely winding up about the part of the Indian history part. Okay, so I am telling you to note down all the important notes. Okay, so the moment you note down all the notes, you will be very clear about what all focus are you doing about. Okay, so now once you finish up with the history part, the final part we will be discussing is about the Indian polity. Polity is a very simple one, and it is very important. So it is very important for you to remember. First and foremost thing, learn about the Constituent Assembly, where it is located, why was it formed, and what were the specialities related was the Constituent Assembly, who belonged to what particular time, and what were their contributions in the Constituent Assembly and all. Day 105 is for the union and its territory related topics, that are articles related towards that. 106 is related towards the topics that are related towards citizenship. 107 is for the fundamental rights. 108 is for the DPSPs, which includes directive principles of the state policy. 109 is for the fundamental duties. Day 110 is for amending the constitution. Day 111 is for the basic structure of the constitution. Going through in detail regarding the other ones, 112 is for the union executive articles. Articles related to parliament should be remembered on day 113. Articles related to judiciary will be remembered on 114. The state government on 115. Union territories and special areas including SC/ST related areas, they will be have to be looked up after on the day of 116. Day 117 is about the emergency provisions, and day 118 and 119 are for the center-state relations and the constitutional bodies respectively. As far as the AFCAT exam is concerned, as of now, since all the years from 2011, not a single question has come from non-constitutional bodies. So please do not go through non-constitutional bodies. It is waste of time. Please go through only the constitutional bodies, which will be very, very helpful. Okay, so that is it regarding all of these. So now we will have to go through, once we have made all the important notes and all the important ones, we have completely gone through the whole syllabus of AFCAT at a stretch at once. But we need to also go through the revision, sir, because without revision, whatever things we have studied, they will be simply in air. Okay, only if you revise once, only then they will be sitting inside your head, and then you can properly be confident in cracking the exam. Okay, so the remaining days you will be focusing upon the revision, and this revision will be solely whole only about the, again, going through the topics that you have already written through in your notebook. Okay, so in the days of 120 to 121, 2 days, you will be having the mock test. Okay, once you finish the complete syllabus, you will be having few mock tests. You need to perform few mock tests. Okay, every time before AFCAT exam commences, we will make a separate section of the AFCAT mock test live. We have already made a separate AFCAT mock test courses also live, so you can even apply for that. You can even subscribe for that mock test, wherein which you will get 10 plus mock tests, and in those mock tests you need to apply 1 or 2 mock tests. If you finish to do those, that will be very, very helpful. Okay, so we already got an update from the previous year students, from the 2020 AFCAT written students, that the mock test that they have bought the course and they have attempted those important questions, and they were very happy that most of the questions have come from those mock tests. So it is very clear that we have made the mock tests in such a way that 25% of those mock tests are from the previous years, and 75% is completely new, refurbished, and taken into consideration of the upcoming latest static GK related topics. So please go through those mock tests. Okay, so the remaining days you will be focusing upon, you can happily see here how it is mentioned here. You can even pause this particular section and see from what date to what date are going through. So on one day you will be starting your revision of the complete geography. So why are we starting the revision with the humanities topics again? Because if the moment you start the revision of the humanities topics as soon as possible, only then they will be remaining in your brain. Only then you can retain those topics as far and as better as possible. Okay. So the first focus will be completing the topics of the related towards the humanities. And the second reason why I am making you people to learn the humanities topics revision first and then the statistical related topics revision later, the another main reason is because, see, the more nearer you are to the examination, the more nearer days you study, the nearer days study topics will be remembered more. Okay, so if in case you are studying the static GK related topics which are related towards the static GK, if the exam is coming very near, then at that time it will be very, very crucial for you to easily understand and remember. Okay, so from days 130 to 154 is for the revision of complete history. Then you will study about revision about complete polities syllabus revision, and then simultaneously revision of the complete armed forces related topics, Indian panorama, world panorama, awards and honors, writings of influence, the complete revision of the sports and games. Then you will focus upon completely revising upon the complete awards and honors, then the writings of influence, and then the sports and games again. And then you will have the mock tests that are being made by the SSB crack exams second time. Okay, so this is the second time you will be attempting the mock test, and this time you need to score more than the previous mock test. Okay, so if you're scoring more than the previous mock test, then it is very clear that your preparation is going very well and good. Okay, try to score more than 200 plus in these mock tests that are being provided by SSB crack exams, because all of these mock tests are very, very helpful and they are very, very crucial. for your examination preparation. And in the last 2 to 3 days, you can completely wind up in simply learning up about whatever portion you have. You can simply go through the whole book, the whole topics simply. And because if you go through all of those, it will be very, very helpful, and you will feel as if your preparation has been done and the examination is properly made. Okay, so now I gave you a complete day-wise related study plan on how to remember. So you people might be understanding. So here it is a complete study plan flow. How are we going through? So the first, from day 1 to day 16, we will be learning about the armed forces related topics, and then from day 17 to day 28, we will be finishing about learning about the Indian panorama related topics. From day 29 to 46 is about the world panorama. From 47 to 51 days, you will be learning about the awards and honors. From days 52 to 54, you will be learning about writers and writings of influence. Days 55 to 56 is about those important topics that are related towards the sports and games. Days 67 to 78 is about geography. 79 to 103 is about history. 104 to 119 is about Indian polity. 120 and 121 2 days are for the mock tests that are provided by SSB Crack exams. Not to forget daily check of the current affairs that are given by SSB Crack exams. Then going through 112 to 119, you will be learning again. All of these are the revisions. You can see all are revisions. So the revision from 112 to 119, geography revision. 130 to 154, history revision. 155 to 170, Indian polity revision. Armed forces related revision on 171 to 180 days. From 181th day to 187th day, you will be learning about revision of the Indian panorama. 188 to 196 is about the world panorama. 197 to 202 is about awards and honors. Then comes writers of influence, sports and games, and then from days of 216 and 217, 2 days for completely going through and attempting the mock test provided by SSB Crack exams for the second time. And the last few days, you will be learning about the overall syllabus revision. Okay, so I just stopped at the day of 220. You can even go through and continue about all the way. If in case you want to have a complete study plan for around 360 days, then you can simply again reiterate the whole study plan again. Understanding? So that is it regarding all of these, and I hope that this particular study plan is very, very helpful, and it will be crucial for you in understanding about what topics to study and how to completely concentrate and on how to score more in the AFCAT examination, which is upcoming very soon. So there are I would like to remind you about some important points to remember. Please do not forget the first and foremost thing, always make notes in a separate detailed notebook. Please do not write here and there, and please do not make a habit like not attempting to write any notes. If you are seeing, watching, nothing will remember. Only if you write, only then you will be able to remember. Please maintain a habit of writing, only then you will remember more. Then always go through the main concepts that are there. Please do not go through any sort of problems. If in case you find any kind of numerical problems in this GK section, it is waste of time, because all of these 25 questions are purely theoretical. Okay, you do not have any sort of numerical problems here, so please refrain to solve any sort of numerical problems. All of these are purely theoretical topics. Okay, so always use maps that you get in your nearest stationery shop as bookshop. Okay, you will be getting 1 rupee, 2 rupee maps, if you can remember, outline maps or political maps. So you can get those maps and start remembering. You can mark those important things on the map, so it will be very, very easy for you in remembering a lot of information in a short period of time. Okay, so this will be of great help. And in the last and final thing I want to remember, I would like to remind you that you can always follow this plan and always get back to us at support@ssbcrackexams.com. Remember, this is a very crucial email ID that is being used by millions of aspirants. They are reaching out to us and we are answering all of their queries. If in case you are facing any other problems or having ambiguity regarding this particular study plan, please feel free to ask us. In the upcoming session, I will be also providing to you about 120 days, 60 days and 30 days, like 1 month, 2 months and 6 months study plan about the, cracking this AFCAT general knowledge related questions. So stay tuned with us, and I hope that you people have already gone through the previous sessions of how to study and remember the full year study plans of the English, the full year study plans of numerical ability, and also the reasoning and military aptitude. So that is it regarding this particular section. Always stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Subscribe to our channel. Download the Android app from Google Play Store. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. We are always there for you, and we hope and dream that you soon become an air warrior soon. Jai Hind.